4 no-hitters and 3 times in one season fanned 19 while pitching for a last-place team.
What is up, YouTube and the MLB community? This is Unknown Cracker coming back with another content video. This time we're talking real baseball. You can obviously see on the screen who we're going to be talking about today. There's some reports that came out by Ken Rosenthal, you know, maybe a couple hours ago, 6 hours ago. I don't know what time it came out, but we're going to jump right into this and you guys should be pretty excited. Well, we all know Bryce Harper just signed a massive contract not too long after Manny Machado announced his contract signing with the San Diego Padres. I honestly feel like the tax bracket's a big thing. I feel like Bryce Harper, besides maybe, you know, that one less year that he was offered, kind of, you know, shied the other way and went to the Phillies, just maybe off money, maybe it was team base, who knows. But I kind of looked at paper on some of the Giants on Giants on paper and looking a little rough, so I could see why maybe he turned the other way. But, you know, I don't really follow the Giants. There's probably a lot of people, you know, that obviously know that organization definitely a lot more than I do. But just on paper, from my outlook and baseball knowledge, it's looking a little scarce. But today we are talking about Mike Trout, Angels captain, future Hall of Famer, you name it. He does everything you want him to. But let's talk about what's happening today. Ken Rosenthal came out and saying that Angels have actually considered offering Mike Trout a 10-year, $350 million contract. This is obviously come stemming off of all the stuff that's been happening in the offseason the past week, and I feel like the Angels are probably now realizing that now or never, and Mike Trout is only 2 years away from slipping out of their grasp. And you thought the Angels were bad now, well, just wait till when Mike Trout leaves the team. But we're going to kind of just jump a little article. We won't spend a lot of time doing things. You guys can kind of do a lot of research yourself. But I'm just going to kind of go through a couple little things, kind of paraphrase, hopefully a few things for you guys. And hopefully everything will pan out. And you guys can get a better understanding of what's going on. So pretty much, we all know Mike Trout, great center fielder. You know, going to break maybe some records. Who knows? But he's a great player. So right now, Trout's signed into the 2020 season. They're talking about potentially after that, the 2021 to the 2030 season, signing him. He will be 29 and he will end at age 38 after if he does this contract that is possibly being considered by the Angels. Obviously, we're going down right here. Mike Trout, 2 years left. They owe him $66.5 million left on his contract. And obviously nothing extension will take effect until he finishes his contract out pretty much. So he's pretty much, it's a $350 million guarantee. He would be the highest in history of baseball if he does happen to sign this deal or if he gets offered the deal. Obviously Bryce Harper, $330 million, 13 years, good hefty contract. If Trout does happen to sign this, it will not only make him the highest paid baseball player in MLB history, and it'll also take over Zach Greinke's $34.4 million per year, which is the highest paid salary per year for any given player that's currently playing or in the history of baseball. Obviously, I'm not going to go to the things about Mike Trout. He's an all-star, you know, he's amazing. He's only 27. He's still got a lot of time left. I'm not going to go on all that stuff. some of the kind of interesting stats that I think that a lot of people should kind of pay attention to when you really get into it, and as you kind of appear down, you know, the nitty gritty in some of the stats. Since I'll kind of just read this little pass right here, but since his first full season in 2012, Trout has posted a ridiculous 64.0 RAR, just over 27 wins more than the second place man Josh Donaldson, while easily leading the majors. Alright, I'm going to switch tabs now real quick just to kind of wrap this video up so it's not too lengthy, just to pretty much show you comparison from what Mike Trout is doing compared to his counterparts Machado and Harper. So as we see here, all these links will be linked in my description, so if you guys want to check out the sources I use. There's a bunch of other sources out there, but I mean, they're all going to be the same. I mean, you can't really lie about statistical numbers, so that's just that. So as we go down the list here, we see our WAR from 2012 to 2018. We have everybody kind of listed individually right here. They each played 7 or have played 7 seasons, which is 21 player seasons in all. But if we put them on a graph individually and kind of compare them, Mike Trout has the top 4, and he also has 7 of the top 8. So that's absolutely disgusting. And Trout's, get this, Trout's worst season is better than Machado's best season. That is filthy. Like, you can't write that down. Like, that is just absolutely disgusting. I mean, obviously we did write it down. It's been written down, you know what I'm saying? But that's just absolutely disgusting. And when you kind of go down to the next graph right here, we can see that Harper and Machado combined compared to Trout is literally, Trout is literally above them, except in one season, 2015, when Harper was the National League MVP and he obviously just had a monster year. I mean, other than that, you can see what the graph, like Trout's red line is obviously just right there and above them from beginning seasons and really comparable to after 2015. But look at, that's a combined Harper and Machado in 2015 compared to Trout. So like, that's 2 players combined. Like, that's ridiculous, just the consistency level that Mike Trout really brings to the table and really brings to the Angels. And I don't think as a statistical level people know how great he is, but as an actual statistical level, it's filthy, and I don't think people really understand what he's actually doing for a team who's made the playoffs once since he's been there, and they haven't even won a game. So I mean, it's been very frustrating. As we see here on the graph, if you go down to 600 plate appearances, I say add 600 plate appearances to the statistics, Mike Trout obviously is just killer over both of them. It's absolutely filthy, as I guess you would say, as I'm going to keep saying, filthy. And then even when you go down to them combined, I mean, it's literally the same thing. Besides the peak that pretty much Harper had, that stands out in 2015, I mean, Mike Trout is still just one of the most, if not the most consistent player in baseball, and just brings an absolute utmost, respectful level to the game, and he just plays hard. Never see him, really in the media, anything negative, doing anything. He just seems to be a great athlete, great person, and it's really good to be a part of the Angels organization. And I'm not gonna, like I said, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna get too down into it. I'll leave this on the screen for a minute so you guys can really kind of look for yourself and do the research, yourself, to see how great these guys are and to see how great Mike Trout is compared to both of them. But I mean, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to make this quick video, pretty much showing that Mike Trout has been not necessarily really been authorized, offered, whatever you want to consider. It's kind of just more up in the air, but he was asked, about talks about contracts and stuff, and they said he hasn't really shut the door on it, so he's pretty much open to potentially getting something maybe in plan or done before his contract that he has is over. So thank you guys for watching. Real quick, I'm gonna leave a little definition of weighted runs created plus, and so you guys can kind of see what it really means. So when you guys are watching the video, when you guys are doing your own research, you guys can get a better understanding of what actually some of these terms mean. Like I said, I'm still I mean, I know a lot of the stuff, but I'm still researching every day, doing my stuff. You just got to grow, you got to learn new stuff every day, and I've really been trying to get down to the stats and kind of understand a little bit even more about the crazy statistical side of baseball, even that I didn't even maybe knew about or touched on myself. So hopefully you guys can kind of see the little formula and everything, the definition they have here. But thanks for watching the video. That's gonna do it for the day, and I appreciate you guys coming to the channel, all support. If you guys haven't check out both my Instagrams, Smoked Out Foods, Unknown TV Productions. Check out the Twitch channel. Check out the YouTube, obviously, that this video is going to be posted to. And just support, and we'll be there. I'm always there for everyone else. And I'm looking forward to having a good year. And thank you guys for watching. Like I said, have a good night. Peace.